What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis, and we are back with yet another video. And today, what I wanted to do for you all is talk about NIO stock. I've been hearing all types of stuff when it comes to NIO. Should we sell? Should we hold? Should we buy? What's going on? Is the market ever going to recover? What's going on with NIO stock? So today, what I wanted to do is tell you guys a little bit about what I've been doing when it comes to NIO, whether or not I've been buying, selling, or everything in between. I'm going to go through this article really quickly and highlight why I think NIO is still a great company and why at these levels, me personally, I think it can go higher than what it's sitting at right now, and why I think it went down as all of our other stocks did as well. So if you're new around here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Please comment down below what you guys think about NIO, if you're holding, buying, or selling. And please throw a thumbs up on this video so we can get it out to more people. Anyway, so this was posted 1 day ago after earnings. The battle over NIO stock is all about valuation. NIO stock is still pricey, but whether or not it's too pricey is a problem. Let's go ahead and read into this from Investor Place. Electric vehicle stocks are collapsing and NIO. So electric vehicle stocks are collapsing. This first sentence, right? I don't think it's just electrical vehicle stocks that were collapsing. So this is a little bit misleading because the broader market is kind of collapsing a little bit. No, I shouldn't say collapsing, but it dipped. So this first sentence is a little bit misleading, but let's go ahead and read on here. And it says NIO is not immune. NIO stock fell 19% just between Tuesday and Thursday, with the catalyst apparently the company's fourth quarter earnings report released Monday afternoon. But from here, and this guy is a longtime skeptic, the news from earnings actually looks pretty good. And the week trading in NIO stock didn't start this week. From a record close of $62.70 on January 11th to Monday's close at $48.34, NIO had fallen 23% even before the release. The sell-off from January highs now has reached about 37%. Something else is at play here with broader EV weakness a culprit. The question for NIO stock is why that weakness has arisen and what it means for the stock going forward. So if we just very quickly, just based off of what we've read so far here, if we look at NIO stock, right? Yeah, we had highs of around $62, $63 we'll say, and we dipped down all the way to around $35. I think it even went lower than that. So we had about a 50% dip here on whenever we closed yesterday, and we had a little bit of recovery since then. But that being said, and then you see it again here. That being said, we saw not only the EV market struggle over this last month, we saw pretty much all of our plays take a hit over this last month. So to say that it was just specifically the EV market, I think it's a little bit misleading. But fair enough, the EV market did struggle over these past few weeks. If we look at the 5 day chart, yeah, NIO dropped down, I think even lower than this, and since then it's recovered 27%, and it's currently sitting at around $41. So, again, a little bit misleading in my opinion, but maybe I'm just not interpreting it the right way. So this was a good earnings report. In regular trading, the day after earnings, NIO stock fell more than 10%. I'll admit, I have little idea why. Again, this looks like a strong report. The deliveries figures for Q4 and the full year already were known. What new information we received, however, looks bullish, particularly on two fronts. First, pricing was solid in Q4, for instance. Deliveries rose 111% year over year, but vehicle revenues increased 130%. Product mix certainly was a help, as the more expensive ES8 made up a greater share of total deliveries. Still, NIO clearly isn't generating its unit growth via discounting. That pricing strength also reflected in perhaps the most important aspects of the report, NIO's vehicle margin. Bear in mind that just a couple quarters ago, NIO was losing money on every car even before it paid dollar of operating expenses. In Q4 2019, for instance, vehicle margin was negative 6% of sales. NIO set out in 2020 to improve that figure substantially, and it did. Q4 vehicle margin was much improved at 17.2%, and still there's work to do, obviously. But a 2320 basis point expansion year over year is nothing to sneeze at. NIO's adjusted loss of 14 cents per share did miss streets expectations, which seems incongruous with pricing and margin strength. But as an analyst pointed out, foreign currency moves caused the miss. From operating perspective, Q4 fine at worst. Guidance for Q1 deliveries over 20,000 units looked solid as well. It is difficult to blame the earnings report for 3 session 19% decline. So just based off of this article here and based off of NIO's very strong, very bullish outlook in terms of their earnings report, the drastic fall off here from $62 was completely unwarranted, according to this article and according to my opinion. Obviously, everything in the stock market, some not always, but a lot of the times it is opinion and it is about, what the market cap is, what the company should be valued at, things of that nature. So, it dipping down all the way to $35.21, this article is suggesting that, we don't know why this happened almost, but we do. There was a huge market sell off because of bonds, and this is where we're left off. So we have to look at NIO now and say, okay, this thing, do we think it can bounce back? So I'm going to be telling you guys what I'm doing personally when it comes to NIO. And of course, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, right? I don't know whether or not the market is actually going to recover tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. I do firmly believe, it is my strong opinion, that yes, this market will come back, as it always has every single time. Every single time we see a dip like this, the market always seems to recover. So for me personally, what I'll be doing is I'll be watching NIO very closely. I'm very happy where I got in. I got in at NIO into NIO well below $30 whenever I first invested, but around that $30 mark, I thought that was a very interesting area to either load up on more of the stock or try to find entry. So if we keep bouncing around there, if somehow, some way this stock does fall down to that level, then I'll be loading up. I'm not saying I want it to fall down to that level. I'm not saying that I'm bearish and that I think that it's going to fall down to that level, but I'm saying if it falls down to that level, that's whenever I'll be loading up on more of this stock. Somebody in the comment section said that I had a bearish outlook on one of the stocks that I talked about. I believe it was, I'm not remembering off the top of my head. It might have been Cinedigm. And I talked about that stock and I said that at $1.30 is whenever I'll consider buying into this stock. And they complained that I had a little bit of a bearish outlook because I said that I would wait for the stock to hit $1.30 before I bought in. But you guys got to remember that with all the volatility in the market, these are just kind of my price points where I feel comfortable either loading up on a stock or finding entry. So when it comes to NIO, that's where I'm comfortable. Not that I want it to go there, but that's whenever I'm going to be really looking at it to buying more shares, depending on my buying power, depending on how the market is going, things of that nature. Nothing fundamentally has changed about NIO, in my opinion. I still love the company a lot. I think they're going to have a very strong presence in the EV market here in the next few years and way into the future. This company is a powerhouse. I think they're going to be very competitive in the EV space. So that's why I like this company. That's why I'll be looking to buy more of this stock and why I still think it has a long way to go personally. As always, guys, I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Please, please, please do your due diligence when it comes to any stock that I talk about. Go out and do your research. Make sure you're becoming an informed investor whenever trying to look at these stocks and what picks you want. Please go out, seek financial advice from definitely not me. I'm just rigor mortis. I'm here on YouTube to entertain you guys, nothing more and nothing less. So please go out and seek financial advice if you need it. As always, guys, leave a comment down below if you're interested in NIO or any other stocks that we've talked about on this channel or anything else. Put me on for stocks that you're looking at. Please throw a thumbs up on this video so we can get it out to more people. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. I'm rigor mortis. Peace out.